I'm Dr. Joey Fawcett, coaching you to work faith positive in this negative world so that you increase your faith with greater joy at work and love God and others more. This week, we're talking about how gray hair is an award. That's right. Gray hair is a mark of distinction. The award for a God-loyal life. Proverbs 16:31. In my humble opinion, hair is way overrated. But then look at me, my head specifically. What do I know? What can I know, right? When Jesus promised that God knows the number of hairs on your head, I'm in the express line, 12 items or less, right? I have friends who wear someone else's hair or get their scalp plucked like it's a lawn that needs irrigating. I'm just not interested in that. Frankly, when I look at my bald head, I see my granddaddy Green, my mother's dad. It's his head I see, because this is where this came from, right? What hair I do have, my halo, as I like to call it, looks exactly like his did, even more so now that mine is kind of a distinctive silvery gray, right? You see, I'm good with looking in the mirror and seeing his hairline because he was a remarkable man who worked faith positive all of my life. He was imperfect, definitely flawed, made plenty of mistakes, committed his fair share of sins, all of which made him remarkable because knowing all of these miserable facts about himself, he still trusted God with his work and his life. He farmed his entire life. He was an agricultural entrepreneur. He depended on his best efforts, with the good Lord's help being enough to counteract the unpredictable whims of weather to provide a reasonable living for his family. He ran a country store with grandma's help. Hoop cheese under glass, sticks of bologna, saltine crackers, Jack's cookies in these huge glass jars, and the coldest Pepsi-Cola in glass bottles anywhere around. He was the Sunday school superintendent of the little Baptist church his parents helped start. Sunday after Sunday, he led the opening assembly, preaching a homily that made more sense to me most of the time than the preacher's sermon. He died being owed more money by more people than most of us make in a year. A neighbor needed heating oil. A baby was crying for milk. A farmhand's children had to have school shoes. None of them able to pay it back. They knew when they asked. He knew when he handed them the cash. Maybe then, just maybe, hair isn't so overrated after all. I mean, when I look in the mirror each morning to shave, it's my granddaddy's head I see. It's a God-loyal life that I remember and am inspired by. Want to be like him. I pray I can be half the man he was, marked by the gray hair of godly distinction. Work faith positive today, my friend, and increase your faith with greater joy at work so you love God and others more. And maybe one day you'll have gray hair too. Coaching you to work faith positive, I'm Dr. Joey Fawcett.
Get your free sample chapters of Dr. Joey's #1 Amazon bestseller, Faith Positive in a Negative World, at getpositive.today/faith-positive.